Hello class, this is your teacher, Miss McLaughlin, and today I'm going to introduce you to Edmodo, the site we're going to be using as our hub for the classroom. Here we will be holding our class discussions, taking our quizzes, working on and turning in our assignments, taking polls, and much, much more. But we will also be going to external links and other websites. So if you have a mobile device, you can get onto a net, but you might not be able to get to all the external links. So make sure when you're doing the class, you have a computer somewhere nearby in case you have to do something extra online. What you see right here is going to be the page that greets you when you log on. And this is the just home base page. It'll have a thing for your post, and this is where we're going to hold our class discussions. This is where you're going to find your assignment turn-in points. This is where you're going to take your quizzes, polls, extra resources, all of that. But there's also this other tab called folders. And here is where I am going to be uploading things like worksheets or rubrics. So if you're looking at an assignment, not really sure what you need, check the folders for the rubrics. Now, during this class, you are expected to participate in discussion every day. That means you are going to have to type comments. And this send a little note tab, so you just click it, type your message. Now they're going to have to be meaningful. So if you're talking about choosing a topic for a argumentative essay, you might bring something like, make sure topics are focused, but also interesting. If they are not both of these, then the paper will never turn out. Then you would send this post, you just click the little tab right here and it'd pop up. However, since mine works a little differently, I'm not actually going to send this post. There are also these little links down here. Make sure you familiarize yourself with these because we're going to use them a lot. And this lets you upload files and external links to your comments so that you could turn in projects or link to another website that has your work there. This way I can grade your stuff and your classmates can give you comments. Now after posts have been made, you will also be expected to reply and discuss with your classmates. You'll just find average posts like this one, and you'll notice these three pictures at the bottom. These are the 3 ways you can comment, and you can use them in combination if you want. The first one's reactions, which we aren't going to be using a whole lot, but we might use every once in a while when talking about the quality of someone's work, or if a topic is good or bad. Or if we're doing a very quick discussion where we simply want to give the opinions on one central point. And there's a variety of them, happy, sad, And again, when we have assignments for those, we'll go over those in more detail, as their meaning will change depending on the assignment. Now the next one, the one you're going to use more often, is the reply. And it works just like the note, except it's attached to someone else's comment. So if you wanted to say, great to be here, it appear right under this comment as attached to it, and it will send a notice to the person who posted it that their comment has been commented on. Finally, there's the Share tab. And the Share tab is how you can upload documents or links and send them to very specific people. So if we were working in a project group and you were all trying to put together a presentation on common grammar mistakes, the original comment might be from your partner who says, here's the first version of the project, and you might make a comment back with the Share tab, here's the finalized version, I made all the edits. one last thing. Now, as the year progresses, your page will start to look more like this, with a wide variety of posts. Some will just be casual posts about the discussions, comments on work, or just general questions and comments from classmates. But there will also be posts like this, which are your quizzes. You must take the quizzes for credit. Same as any multiple choice test, you read the instructions, like read the sentence is written incorrectly, follow the instructions, and select your answer. They'll give you immediate feedback, and it'll let me know instantly what we need to work on. Now remember, we're here to learn. So if people are really struggling with a certain topic, or if you are genuinely unsure, take your best shot at it, and then we'll know what issues to address so that the next time this information comes up, we're better prepared and better equipped to succeed. And no one quiz is going to make or break your grade. So if you get a bad grade on one quiz, it's not the end of the world. It will be better. You will get better. And here's an example of comments to someone's original note. And they don't have to be, they can be short or long. Don't necessarily have to be super in-depth, but they should always bring meaning to the conversation. Here's an example of a linked page. So that you can open up and look at the resources. And as we go down, you'll see that they stack with each new post. All the posts get moved down and the newest is at the top. So be aware of this if you're working with your partner, that you don't lose each other's post in the listings. If you are struggling to find someone's post, the little bar up here, you can type in the person's name or keywords, and it'll help you find and sort out their post and information. Here's an example of an external link. You just click the link, it'll take you to the web page, and we will have web work, and it might be a web quest or something simple like read this article. And there will be things like videos, etc. There might be larger comments like this one, which have multiple things within them, several links, maybe some pictures, perhaps an assignment. There will also be polls that you will run into. Additionally, if you're struggling to find certain posts, there's this little tab up here that's filtered posts by. And you choose to have the latest posts, the newest alerts, the assignments, feeds, polls, quizzes, all of these things to make sure that you get only the posts you want. This is especially important if you find yourself being drowned by people's comments, either in a discussion where a lot of people are contributing, or if you're working maybe on an assignment that started right before the discussion. So you can click something like polls and it'll load up some polls. And here's an example of a poll you take. When a poll closes, it'll look like this and show everyone's results in this bar graph-like format. But before it closes, you'll see something like this. We'll let you pick your answer and then vote. And polls will not normally be for a grade, but you're still expected to participate in them because this is your educational experience. And I want to hear your voice on how things are going, how things should change, and how to improve. You can't have the educational experience you want if you're not willing to contribute. You will have assignments, and this is an English class. So you will see posts like this, and you will have to turn in your assignment right here. You can click on here, you can link your submissions, etc. And this is a normal English class, so you will be expected to write papers, to give presentations, to interpret text and read text. All that's changed is that we're discussing it online instead of in the classroom. And as projects come up, we'll get into the more specifics on how you're going to do this, how I want you to upload them, how I want you to show them to your classmates. But at the current moment, all you have to know is that there will be assignment posts that will give you directions. And there will also be assignment posts that give you reminders. So the first assignment post might be turn in your rough draft, your argumentative essay, and it'll give you the instructions on what I expect from an argumentative essay. Then you might get another post for the turning in of the final paper that just simply has reminders of the due dates for each part of the paper. And if you're struggling, you can always feel free to come ask me or just put up a post, hey, when's the argumentative essay final paper due, or where should I turn it in? And I'll make sure I get that information to you. It's very important that you get this stuff turned in on time, though. That brings us back to your page. And a few expectations. This class is a normal English class. You will cover normal English curriculum, grammar, spelling, writing, reading, interpretation, explanation, supporting, all that good stuff. However, I also understand that it is online and that there might be gaps in what we can do and at what rate. So the expectation is that when you come on every class period, you will make comments, you will add to the discussion, you will reply to other people's posts, and you will try your best to use outside resources. So I understand this can be very difficult on online posts, especially if you want to point out specific parts of text.